So file 1I contains Kerbalik VII project, our latest rocket. The main objectives are testing the Mark II radio-mounted parachute and testing the TT-38 radio decoupler. We have secondary objectives of maximum savings, as always, and taking reports with the mystery goo containment units. The mission plan for Kerbalik VII is as follows. We will be testing the TT-38 radio decoupler before launch while located on the launch pad. Once we have done that, we will launch and have throttle, ascend to 2000 meters above ground, and then change our flight angle slightly. This should take us above the Kerbals waters, but we will see if that works. Once we reach the desired altitude and speed, we will test the Mark II radio-mounted parachute. After that, we will have a controlled free fall above Kerbals waters, taking reports with mystery goo containment units, and then we will have a controlled landing above 1500 meters, fall into the waters or descend into the waters, and then take a report with the mystery goo containment units. Hopefully this will give us some more science. We'll take 4 mystery goo containment units, 2 for flying over Kerbals waters and 2 for being in Kerbals waters. Our project budget is 15,000 Kerbal dollars. We have 0 in reserve, and the project, as always, has been approved, and we can go to the design phase. Before we go to the design phase though, I want to make a technical announcement, or actually spark a technical discussion with you guys. We have launched 8 rockets already, and it took us overall, I think, 5 hours to do so, which is not very realistic. For that reason, I was considering that we should have a time period before each of the launches, so that we can simulate the actual building of the rocket. I tried to get some idea about how long this time should be, and I found out that there's a mod that simulates the building of the rocket. However, as far as I tested the mod, it's not very stable, it's not very friendly to other mods, and I generally don't like this. So for this reason, I'm going to arbitrarily set the time period between launches to 1 week for now. We may change that accordingly as we get to bigger rockets, and also we might change that if you guys come up with a better, more sophisticated system on how to do this. I am very open to any suggestions. If you guys, for example, would create some kind of timetable for me, for example, rocket using this amount of parts will take this amount of time to create, or whatever you guys come up with, it will be okay. But for now, it's going to be a time period of 1 week per rocket. So retrospectively, I'm now going to run 8 weeks worth of time, and then we are going to move to design phase. So behold, okay, that's not very fast. Let's try this. Yes, the sun is moving. Now again, if you guys come up with a better solution, just let me know. I will be more than glad to listen to you guys and see how you would do it and what you would come up with. Again, this is sort of a community project, but I really can't figure out a simple enough yet sophisticated enough system for this. So yeah, up to you guys. So Kerbalik VII will use a pretty simple design, I would say. We're going to, as always, start with the command pod Mark I, and we're going to give it a couple of fuel tanks. Now, I could buy these, but as you can see, the purchase cost is quite high, and I don't want it at this point. So how many tanks are we going to use? That's a question. I think that 3 should be enough, so we're gonna go with it. 2, I don't know, 2 doesn't seem like a good amount to me, considering, well, maybe, I don't know, we might need some to decelerate, and it might be an extra wait, but man, I'm so rusty. I haven't played it in a while, so let's hope it won't be bad. So here we have our traditional Mark 16 parachute, and we'll put the Mark II radio mount parachute on here. But the thing that I would like to do now is we're going to put 2 of these here, and then we are going to put 2 of these here, thus having 4 parachutes. 2 will serve as a testing platform, and 2 will actually serve as a landing platform, which should make it possible for us to, well, land safely. Okay, now we'll need 4 of these. Yeah, I know, I should use the keyboard. And we'll put them on like this. Cool. Cool, I think that is fine. That is fine. And now we should put on the radio decoupler. I actually have to put on 2, I think, so that the rocket is stable. Yeah, we'll probably have to do it like so. So we'll have these guys, we'll have the parachutes, we'll have the main parachute, the rocket. Yeah, everything seems to be fine. I don't really think there's much more to put on there. We can put on some combinatrons just for good measure. Yeah, let's do that. We won't fly that fast. Man, this rocket looks dope. I like it. So this is Kerbalik VII. We'll save it. And now we'll do the stages. Okay, you guys will be the very first thing we'll do. Then we'll start the main rocket, and then we'll have these 2 parachutes will be testing parachutes, and these 2 will be landing parachutes. Actually 3, including this one. Okay, so I kinda like this, and I'll see you on the launch pad. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Launchpad with me, Alfapiomega, Jebediah Kerman, and Kerbalik VII. This rocket actually looks really good on the Launchpad, so I'm very happy to fly this one today. Now let's do a final pre-launch check. So we got 2 missions. We got the TT-38K radio decoupler test. Yes, that one is ready to go. And then we got the Mark II radio mount parachute, Mark II-R radio mount parachute. In flight over Kerbin, we have to be above 10 kilometers but below 18, and speed of 470 meters. Wow, we have to go really fast to 670. Okay, so we got 200 meters per second in between. Cool. Now let's see, we're gonna go to the east. Yes, that's going to work out fine. And the stages, we got the radio decouplers, we got the main engine, we got the 2 testing parachutes, and then the landing ones. Cool. So I'm gonna turn on the SAS, and we're gonna start by testing the decouplers, but I think we'll get some explosions, so brace yourselves. Yep, explosions, alright, but that should have done it. Yes, it did. And now nothing stands between us and the sky. So Jebediah, get ready. 3, 2, 1, mark. Okay, we're going very slow, so I'm gonna throttle up a bit because we need to get some speed going. Goodbye, Kerbal Space Venture Center. We're going up in the sky. Now we have passed a kilometer mark. We are at 2 kilometers now. We're still going very slow. I don't think we're gonna go for that vector change, because that could end up nasty. The atmosphere is really strong here. I perhaps set 11 kilometers, but we need to get that speed going. So once I'm at 470 meters per second, I'm gonna start slowing down. Okay, that's actually right about now. Okay, we can test it. Okay, we did. Perfect. And now I'm going to change the vector a bit. Okay. Okay, we should be going in the right direction now. Yeah, I think so. Perfect. Okay, that wasted a lot of fuel, but at least we got there safe. Perhaps it's 31 kilometers. Yeah, we wasted a lot of fuel. This mission is not going to be a profitable one. But look at that, we're flying over Kerbin's waters, I believe. No, Kerbin's upper atmosphere. Okay, we need to get lower. Now we have reached our apoapsis. Right about... not yet. Right about now. And we're falling. Perfect, so below some 25 kilometers, I believe we will be flying over Kerbin's waters. Come on, show me what you got. I don't think we might even need a diesel burn here because we'll have a lot of drag from the parachute. But we'll see. Kerbin's upper atmosphere still. Oh yeah, we're at 26 kilometers. Okay, lock it with the SAS. We have a lot of electric charge, so we should be okay. Upper atmosphere still. If I was 25, so damn, I'm getting rusty. Few weeks of exams. Upper atmosphere still. So it has to be under 18 kilometers. Flying at Kerbin. Flying at Kerbin. Flying at Kerbin. Okay, that's not what I wanted there to be. Oh, and the parachute's deployed. Okay, so I guess I can deploy the other ones as well. Okay, flying at Kerbin. Oh damn, that's one thing though. Maybe if I did this, would it help? No, still flying at Kerbin. Okay, that kind of sucks. We'll see if when we get a bit lower, if it's going to get us flying over Kerbin's waters. But damn, I was hoping for more signs from this one. Doesn't really work at all as intended. Yeah, and we're going very slow. 6 meters though, that's pretty cool because when you think about it, we don't need to waste any more fuel now. Yeah, while flying at Kerbin, no signs there for us. Actually a bit science, so let's keep the data and just continue descending. Well, okay, that was Kerbal VII. The mission didn't go exactly according to plan. I would call it a failure if I should be so bold, because when you think about it, we got way less science. We burned a lot of fuel everywhere and didn't. Well, we finished the primary targets, and we will, I guess, partway through finish the secondary objectives when we land into the water. But yeah, I don't really think it's worth it. Well, we'll get a lot of prestige though, and we'll get some science, so waste of money, but we got a lot of the secondary things like prestige and science points. Okay, last test. No, still flying over Kerbin, so we'll just leave it land into water and get what we can from the actual water. We've been on an EVA before, so there's no need for that. Okay, Mr. Good Containment Unit. From Kerbin's water. 0.4 science. Okay, that's not entirely bad. Another 0.4 science. And can we rotate? Yeah, we can. And keep the data. Now I would like to see, can you take an EVA report? That would be no. And if I let you go, would you... Oh! From Kerbal's water! Cool. So that's actually a bit worthwhile, I would say. Get back in there. Oh no. Can you? Okay, and board. Cool. So that was at least something. Okay, so we actually gained quite a lot of science looking at it. We're up to 10.0, which is nice. We got about 1.8 from this, so that's not a waste at all, I think. As far as parts go, we fell to 19,000, so we lost about $1,000 on this one. It was mostly the decouplers, I think, but we finished our task. So now let's see what missions we have here. Perform visual survey and visual survey. We got test Mark 16 parachute in flight over Kerbal. That one doesn't give anything, so I'm gonna pass. Now you give a lot of money though, and a prestige and science point. Look at that, altitude and speed. This is actually really tough. And oh my god, look at that fail cost. RT-10 solid fuel booster in flight over Kerbal. RT-10 is the basic one, and TR-18A stack decoupler landed on Kerbal. Well, these missions aren't really anything good, I think. In flight over Kerbal. Well, this would be a mainlet testing mission, I guess, so we could go for this one. This one would give us quite a lot of science. If we took this one up somewhere into the sky by using, say, 2 of these and then launched a third one, it could burn. No, we can't, because we have the speed here. I don't think we can do this one. I don't think we can do this one. This one we could do. This one is really easy. In fight over Kerbal. Although on the other hand, look at that specifications. RT-10. Well, these are getting complicated. And the stag decoupler landed at Kerbal. Well, we might at all times go for orbit Kerbal, but this one would be really hard, I think. Prestige exceptional 14. I don't think prestige trivial. But 3 science points. How much do we need? How much do we need for... I wanted the survivability, and we need 15 for this one. So we need a 1 plus the orbit. If we did the orbit and we did this one, that would be 4, some 24 prestige. But this one won't even pay for itself, I'm pretty sure about that. We'll have to figure out a completely new mission. You know what, I'm gonna leave this up to you guys. Let me know in the comments which missions would you guys go, or if you would go for orbit Kerbal at this point. We could do this, or we could go for some of these missions. I also wanted to ask you, would you guys want to see every single mission I do, or would you, for example, in the meantime, if I did some experimental missions like these, you know, just for the parachutes and stuff, want me just to inform you about those in a few sentences, maybe show you the vessel in the VAB, but you wouldn't want to see it, you know, let me know. Or if you like the pace of these videos, I'm gonna continue as they are now. Okay, so yeah, this was Kerbalik VII. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and join me next time for some more Kerbal Space Program.